One of the other opportunities
here we
that
go.
you may see, and you saw on the plat map that there was an additional 22 acres back behind these two parcels that were just sold last year.
Right.
It was a fairly nominal amount that they were sold for.
Mm-hmm.
If there was a way to throw the new owner a few bucks over what he paid for it, you might see an opportunity to connect.
Right.
Because that also had. Well, we just had that conversation.
Yep. Right. Right.
just had that
I think I
conversation.
pointed out that the driveway
Yes.
to the, is it called the Madison Apartments or something like that, that the driveway looks like it was actually intended, hey, someday we're going to buy that piece of property and
Right.
extend our place there.
Yeah, you know, now I'm not talking from a business standpoint, from a personal standpoint. I mean, this is a property that I think would be you would have to have the ability to maintain it some yourself, and you would have to have some bankroll to get it where it needs to be. But
Yeah.
as a single family or a family reunion property,
Oh my God.
I think
you'd have to have a big family, wouldn't you?
I also think this could be a great, some type of religious.
A
summer
religious camp. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And now this is where the fellow on that wall said that the return lines were bad. And the owner's son, Charles, is it?
Yeah, goes by Chuck.
Yeah, Chuck. He indicated, fill her up, see what you can do the first year. And it would seem to me that since that's only an intake line, that they could, if they leak, bypass it and run your filtration systems if they still work and that kind of thing. And then it would also enable somebody to restretch out this vinyl lining. But Tim's saying, oh, it has to be replaced and so on, and he had some really big numbers, but of course he's a competitor, so he's gonna say that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's interesting because that was part of the deferred maintenance that they were talking about. But Tim had talked like he was just planning on restretching it and getting the patches put back.
Yeah, well, I'm sure he's, you know, wanting to eliminate his competition. That's all right. It's all fair.
All is fair and love.
Yeah. So I don't see any compelling reason why a person couldn't filter this thing, even if those intakes are busted in some manner. And I guess the water really wouldn't go too far, because it would only have 4 foot 6 inches of head on it. So, oh, do you know if this property has a well or not? How did they fill this thing? Did they fill it with
You'll
city
notice
water?
There's a fire hydrant right at the front entrance.
Okay, and
So
there's a
they've
fire
got
hydrant
water
right
all the way back to
over
here.
there too.
Yeah, they've got water all the way back here.
But
And
is that how they filled it, or did they fill
Yeah,
it?
he said that there's a more substantial 3-inch water pipe.
Okay.
That they had a fire hydrant type hose, a fire type hose, and he said you could fill it in an evening.
One evening. Wow.
Now my understanding is that they never let the water out completely like they have here,
I got it.
and
Yeah.
so there was always a basis
Yes,
that they
right.
started from.
Okay, so it may take a few days if they left it
because
halfway full or
they
something.
would leave this full so that there was nothing that could get underneath the liner.
Sure.
The liner couldn't do the things that it's been allowed to do since the water's been
Right.
dripping. So it almost makes me think that they never got it down below that lip that's kind
Yes,
of there.
right. Mm-hmm.
That way they could always allow the weight of the water to keep the pool liner stretched,
Right.
and then they could fill it up and do whatever they need to do chemically
Sure.
to clean it up
Mm-hmm.
for season.
And this has always been a chlorine pool as opposed to salt water.
I didn't ask, but that was the impression that I got.
Okay. It just seems that salt water seems to be becoming more prevalent these days, and I was just curious if they had
Yeah,
changed
I
over
don't
to that
know.
technology or not.
No one has given me any indication that salt water was here.
The part I missed is that little outbuilding or the thing that's attached there. What is that
That's the
structure?
walk-in cooler.
Oh, that's
So
the
it's
walk-in
just a
cooler.
little
Okay.
building
Yes,
built around the walk-in cooler.
got it. Okay, I have been in that thing then. All
Yes, sir.
right. Now, if a person were to purchase this today, would the current exhaust fan for the concession stand be acceptable to the health department, or do you know?
I don't know. Now they
Let's
were
go take a look at
operational
that.
last year.
Yeah, let's take a look at that, and there's probably some kind of grandfathering on all this, you would think. But bureaucrats like to get their claws in you and say, yeah, and not let go. How do I know that? I'm a former government employee. You know?
Change of ownership, there's new money at play.
Yep. Gotta look important. Have to justify your job and your high salary. You know, we need to call this the Trump Estates and see if we can't get a little federal money. All right. So, we're going back here. All right, well, we do have a hood. Now, whether that would pass, they are so particular on that stuff. It's clean, though.
Yeah.
That part's good. Mm-hmm. All right, well, the food service guy, now, it doesn't go all the way over to here. That's kind of odd, but oh well. And I wonder what happened to the grill. Yeah. Oh well. Interesting. Okay. Well, I didn't go through this place with the movie camera going, so this was a good opportunity. Oh, that's good. The food service permit.
It was good through October 31st of last year.
Good deal. Madison County Health Department. Dr. Steven J. Wright, MD, is the county health officer. All right. He might be able to be just asked, well, what do you think? What do you think, buddy? You know what? I think they used these little hot plates instead of that thing. These little griddles, these portable griddles.
Mm-hmm. A Band-Aid for the time being.
Something happened there, yeah. And we'll just show Rich the pantry area, secondary water heater, and quite a bit of shelving. And then we've got the walk-in refrigerator freezers. I presume one is a freezer and the other is a refrigerator. Is that correct?
I have not seen either work, and so I do not know that answer. But my assumption would be the same.
They came out of a school, is my understanding. Can we even see this? Oh, hell no. A guy needs a flashlight. We've got some racks in here, and yeah.
So with it being a bone condenser, that caused me to believe this would have been the freezer area. Let's see what kind of...
I'm going to go right over your shoulder here, see if we can see anything. I can't see anything without my glasses anyway, so.
I was just hoping that maybe it'd show me what kind of refrigerant it likes, and then we could definitely tell.
Yeah. Well, don't know. Well, it is whatever it is. I'm going to turn on my flashlight in here. I see you're even.
We're being 400F.
Oh, and this one is not tagged. This one appears to be somewhere between, I don't know, 15 degrees and 20 or 18 degrees. So I'm going to guess that this is the freezer. Oh yeah, it says snack bar ice. Yeah. So we're in the freezer.
Okay.
And the other one's got to be the fridge.
Deductive powers.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. And let's see. Hey, you know what I didn't see? I didn't see any sandwiches on the menu. Isn't that different? I only saw, like, as I recall, burgers.
I also saw hard-boiled eggs, scrambled eggs.
Yeah, they did a breakfast thing here. And, yeah,
So
breakfast.
While we're back here,
Yes.
Would it be all right with you if I split off for a second and started closing up the facility?
Oh, sure, not a problem. Yeah, not a problem. All right, so we got muffins and some kind of something. Fresh fruit, donuts, small chips, brats, burgers. No sandwiches. And a burger for $3.50. That seems, I don't know. I guess it depends on how big the burger is. Muffins $1, fresh fruit $1, donuts $1, small chips. It's kind of cheap. But I guess if you have a membership, then you, I guess, expect cheaper stuff. So, but that might be a bit too cheap. Hard boiled eggs for $1, scrambled $1 with a sausage $1.50. So for $2.50, you got breakfast. That's too cheap. Yep. Where's their coffee? I don't even see any coffee. Huh. All right. So here's the pool from this direction. The concession area where Marty, the owner, said they made a good deal of money. It's interesting that they did not share the books at all. This is the Dolphin Swim Team records, and I'm just going to quickly go over this because you would think certain people over these years would be prime sponsors, particularly if they won various awards, and you could have a community effort to try to assemble pictures from each one of these various meets and create a corporate history on this property and have a shared community experience based on the various champions that were to emerge over the years from the training that they received at the East Dolphin. I did ask about the East Dolphin. Is there a West Dolphin? No, it just means that it's on the east side of the town. And we've got a little ping pong table here, the women's bathroom, these reels. And let's go into the office. Seems like there's a lot of wasted space in this section. And whether it can be repurposed, I don't know. Can a lot of this stuff be moved outward and then this main section be used more for dining? Not necessarily fine dining, but can all this stuff just be extended outwardly? So let's go through the ladies' room real quick. And this is pretty nice, actually. There's no damage. They apparently have more lockers for whatever reasons than the guys do. Surprised that they don't have stalls in here for privacy. They have dressing stalls there, though. That just doesn't make any sense to me. And apparently there were curtains up there at one time, because there's a curtain thingamabob. And you've got a handicapped area and toilets. I thought I saw water in there. More lockers, some kind of green algae. And somebody's trying to reach me. Okay. Well, maybe it wasn't me. All right, let's go to the men's room because there is some water damage. Overall, the roof looks good. It would be dandy to actually get dimensions in here. It looks like that's a temporary wall. Not very well done. Going into the men's area, we've got lockers. This is the damage. So whatever has to be done here. From a structure point of view, the beams all look good. This is just another entrance from the main area, which I was thinking video games. Stick a bunch of video games in there. Men's shower. And 3 toilets for the guys. No handicap. Okay. And now I might be totally wrong, but it just seems like there's more lockers for the guys. Going into the, I guess you would call the vestibule area. Gentlemen?
Yep.
And that goes into the ladies' area, front office. Oh, and the vestibule area and the entrance into the men's area. Okay.